get into the individual stats here. This is what I really wanted to show y'all. So this is legit. This is awesome. What's going on, guys? It's podcast number 3. We're running over all the different teams, all the battles, all the matchups, all the standings, Beyblade individual standings. We're going to run through all that real quick. So let's get right to it. All right, to start off, we're going to go to the standings of the teams here. So we have a little bit of some shakeups here. You know, obviously the Ancient still on top, very good for them. The Undead, other undefeated team. There's only 2 undefeated teams left. Ancient, Undead, and then the Blaze being on top is also really cool, really awesome. They beat my team, so it is what it is. You know, I'm trying to be, you know, equal to all teams, but if you beat my team, I'm gonna be a little salty. But yeah, that was that, and yeah, we're going to the results. Let's talk about each game here. The Goats versus the Beast. Very good game, went to overtime. Very fun one to watch, very fun one to create. Obviously, the Goats took down the Beasts to tie them, putting them, I think, on the top in the northern region. I'll have to check that. We'll check that in a minute. The Party versus the Mythicals, another great overtime match. Actually, a surprising overtime match. And the Party actually still took it, which was the team I was surprised could take the Mythicals to overtime. But that just showed that the Party, you know, they're a very good team. Then we got the Cleve and the OGs. Once again, another overtime match. This was the week of overtimes. It was a lot. OGs, I don't know what they were doing. They were not doing their best. The Cleve were on their A game and they played really well. But in the end, the OGs took it, which was very good for them. Got the Super and the Undead, which is the probably most surprising overtime of the week. I'd probably say this is the most crazy game of the week in terms of me thinking that it was not going to be this close, and it was this close. But Super took overtime, or took the Undead to an overtime, and the Undead, they ended up taking it home. Great for them, but going to overtime with a team that is very, very low in the bracket is not very good. This one, the Mountain versus the Shine. What can I say? The Mountain are just not it this year. They're just not looking good. Their point differential is the worst team in the league. They're going to need some sort of like shake up, some sort of just, someone's got to lock in for the team and bring them together. But yeah, great on the Shine, their first win. Got that done. So then next up we got the game of the week. I'm hoping you guys watch this one. Phobia versus the Ancient. Both teams were undefeated. Both teams phenomenal teams for sure. And they'll be rematching again because they're both in the southern region, but that'll be later on in the season. But yeah, they played each other. Great matchups. Go watch the video, I'd recommend it. But the Ancient came out on top right at the end in the overtime match. It was so good. Then we got the Magic and the Royalty. Honestly, it was a man match. You know, like both teams are on the bottom of the bracket. You know, like they're not top tier teams. But you know, the Magic, they took it. Good for them. Good for them. They went to overtime. It was a little scuffed if you watched the video, but they went to overtime and they still took it, and that's great on them. And of course, the last game. What can I say? My team didn't lock in. After Whale went down, there's nothing else I can say. We just didn't lock in. But yeah, we'll go to the regions real quick. Just an update on the regions. Here we go. The North, the Beasts. Okay, I was wrong. The Beasts are still above the Goats because of point differential. But yeah, the Beasts are leading the North. The Undead obviously leading the East. Ancient leading the South after that win over Phobia, and now the Blaze leading the West after beating my team, the Tide. But don't worry, we'll be okay, because we're going to check the future matchups here. Next week, I don't have the dates in, and forgot to do that. We'll do that in a minute. But it should be the same dates as this: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Starting it off, we get the Cleve and the Magic. Should be a fun one. It should be competitive, to say the least. Royalty OGs, I would think the OGs would take that. You have the Tide on Dead. That's going to be probably the game of the week. You go through, we got Blaze and Super. Should be interesting. Beast, Mountain. That would be a really good game if the Mountain were good. Party versus the Shine should be okay. Goats and Phobia. That should be a solid game. So we got 2 really solid games this week. Mythicals and Ancient. We'll see if the Ancient can continue their streak. That would be awesome. I'm high on the Ancient just because I don't know. When a team like that just keeps winning, you're just like, I like to watch that. But yeah, I say the 2 games of the week would be the Tuesday. Second game on Tuesday, sorry, the Tide and the Undead, and then first game on Friday, Goats and Phobia. So stay tuned for those games. Let's get into the individual stats here. This is what I really wanted to show y'all. Let me organize this real quick by win percentage, and then also by wins. So this is legit. This is awesome. So many good battles, so many things happened, and I'm just like so excited to show y'all all this good stuff. So started off, we do not have Ghost on the top anymore. Ghost has fallen He is right here. He has played the most games, I believe, or tied for it at least, if he is not the most. But he is now at 8% win rate. The top 2 Beyblades are Mage on the Undead and Golem, the GOAT, on the Ancient. Both phenomenal Beyblades, both amazing. A lot of really cool things. You know, a lot of stamina types continue to win. A lot of no attack type isn't 100%, which is interesting. But yeah, let's organize it by, of course, type. So yeah, we got the attack types. The attack types in this meta are not the highest tier, but that's okay. It's part of it. It's okay. Go to the balance types. You know, there's a couple top tier balance types, both on the same team, which is insane. You know, that's crazy. Go to the defense types. Only one stands at the top. It's Golem, the GOAT. Crest right behind him. And then Stamina. Stamina is where all the wins keep on coming, man. That's just actually insane. Viper down here. Don't look at Viper, guys. But yeah, these are the individual stats. And that's basically all I had for today, man. There's, I guess this is wrong page. This is where I input all the individual battles. Look at all these battles that have happened. Actually insane. Okay, go back to the overall standings. Just kind of give you a rundown. This is kind of how it looks. I mean, you can look at it, you can read it, you can understand it just by reading without me explaining everything to you. But yeah, this has been podcast number 3. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend and stay tuned for next week because we're getting right back into it. More games coming, more excitement, more fun. Stay tuned, and God bless.